Well, welcome. This has been a long time coming, but it has been a very long time since I've done a Skyblock stream, specifically because I have not really made an entire update on what I was going to do and where I really wanted to do after everything that has happened. So I wanted to make this stream more of something you could put in the background as I talk, because I plan to farm this entire stream. But plain and simple, it has been a very long time coming since I've made my last stream. I think it was 2 years ago, give or take, that I ever talked about Skyblock. And ever since, I've literally just been posting like clips and random videos of me live streaming on other games. It's really late for me right now, but I kind of wanted this to be something to kind of mark as where I am now. And so, simply put it, I'm not on the original account that I was when I first started. That one, I went by like a shit ton of names, but plain and simple, that account got banned multiple times, and so did three others. And I wanted to make this video to catch everyone up on what I want to do and what happened in between the time. So pretty much, let me go ahead and change up some audio settings because it is way too loud for the blocks and the blocks. But pretty much, it in that 2 years, a lot has happened, specifically just because of hacking. So my history of hacking was really short, but I felt like I needed to bring it to attention because I wanted to give insight on why you shouldn't do it, why I stopped doing it, and why I intend to never touch anything like that again. Way back when, closer to when I first started, I had met a guy, and I'm probably never gonna mention his name solely because he does still stream current day, and I don't speak to him, but there's still like a slight amount of bad blood I have with him because I did lose a lot because of him. And I feel like if I ever go back to him, it kind of be like this toxic thing that I would never really accept myself going back to. So way back when I had first started, I was probably like in young dragon armor. I had met a guy and his friend, and they were trying to scam people. And at that time, me and my friend had realized that they were trying to scam people, so we wanted to mess with them. And we traded them some regular tarantula leggings, and from there we kind of started talking. We started talking on Discord, and like we grew a liking to each other. And what had originally set me off was that my friend had told me, hey, we should kind of probably stop talking to him because he scams. And I'm like, yeah, that's a fair point. But we kept talking to him. And so after that point, it was just going back and forth. We kept talking to each other. Eventually, he went from scamming to getting more and more intense. And this eventually got to the point where we were in the same guild and we had known people, and he started scamming. No one knew he was scamming. He even made TikToks about it at some point. And I had a lot of anxiety during this time because I was like, oh my God, I could lose this account. People would know me as a scammer. I remember I tried a math house scam at some point, and it was just, I I gave money back to him because I didn't want my name soiled, and nor did I really felt bad. And so eventually he moved on from scamming after a very, very long time, and he moved on to ratting, which is another thing in and of itself. But before he started ratting, he started hacking. And it was very subtle at first. He started using, I would like to name them, but I would never use them again. I'm not going to say I've never used them, but I'll never use them again. He was using hacks in dungeons, and I, noticing this, he was using it in like other game modes on Hypixel as well. And I was just like, dude, It's so blatantly obvious you're going to get banned. And I had progressed to a certain point in between this time because I also started hacking. It was very small. I wouldn't even say hacking, I was macroing. And it was because I had met a guy on a Discord. He had given me just a really basic, shitty, shoddy script that didn't really necessarily do much for me, but I started there. And that kind of fed into the fact that, oh, I could be AFK while I'm doing this. I kind of wanted to continue doing that. So I moved forward after stopped talking to him, and I met another guy. He had a better script. He then gave that to me, and I used that for so long. And I was still talking to the guy at this time. And I had gotten Hyperion, I had gotten Warden Helmet, I had gotten pretty far. And it was really nice. Like, I've never been able to replicate getting back there for so long. So it was such a nice feeling being able to go there. And then there was a small thing in between with the guild, but after he started scamming a little bit before, I was like, you know what? I want to get back at him. So I scammed him. I was like, hey, can I borrow your gold armor set? And I got it from him, and I stopped talking to him. My guild ended up finding out. Guild ended up getting mad, and inevitably, I left the guild and just stopped talking to him overall. I sold the gold door, I got a Hyperion, and I moved on with my life for a good 1 or 2 months, 2, 3 months. We did end up talking again, which is how, like, it was a big snowball down after that point, where I was just constantly going back and forth between talking to him and not talking to him. But inevitably, he ends up telling me, hey, I started hacking and I started ratting. What is ratting? And for most people, they do know what it is, considering Hypixel has put such a high stress on mods and how they can sometimes affect you and information about you can be stolen, which is why I would never touch anything like that again. He started ratting, which was sending a mod to someone randomly on Discord and stealing their account with it and stealing everything on their account. And this got to a point where it was just borderline illegal. He started taking Google information, and there was this big ring of people that I knew at the time, or got introduced to after meeting him, that continuously just took massive amounts of money from people that earned it and sold it and made IRL money from it. And these guys were just the worst people. And they probably still know me. I hope they never recognize me again, and I never want to talk to them again. Because it was, at this time, it was such high anxiety knowing that I knew these kind of people and knowing that I started hacking, that it borderline made me avoid this game for so long. It's like a thing that happens in your stomach where it just drops and you know something's not right about it. And that's what it was. That's how it was for a while. Until one day he's like, dude, you should try logging into one of these accounts. I'm like, that's a pretty stupid offer, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And he sent me a mod, and as stupid as it sounded, I put it in. It did nothing, which I found fine at the time. I took it out and I left my macro going. I come back to my computer and find out that I've been signed out from Minecraft. And I go back and I'm like, oh my God, no way I've been ratted while I'm in the Discord with him. I go to my Discord and I find everything. I go back to my Minecraft and I find everything gone, down to the last, amount. And as I log on, someone leaves my co-op. And it was like the most massive hard drop I ever received. It was such a punch in the face of reality that I had pushed my limits, how stupid I was with hacking and trusting these kinds of people. And I had lost everything. And eventually I got auto banned. And I lost that account for a good 30 days. And eventually I was just crying. It was a really tough moment for me. And I was like, I'll do whatever to get my account back. I'll do whatever. Just please give me my stuff back. And eventually I quote unquote joined them. I joined their Discord. I saw a bunch of the stuff that they had there. Though, as much as I've hacked and as much as I've attempted to scam, I've never touched someone's account. I've never touched anyone's account that isn't mine in that regard, because it was such anxiety inducing behavior knowing that I was in that situation at some point. It was such, like, I couldn't even scam at the time. It was so stupid of me to convince myself that I would. And I stayed there in hopes that I would get stuff back, but they would just constantly mess with me, saying do this, do that. But I never touched anyone else's account. And I wanted to kind of move on from Skyblock after that point, but I stayed. So I bought an account and continued going from there. And with Frail, or the guy that I knew, he kept doing what he was doing. Got doxxed twice. Doxxed one of my friends. Speaking of which, that friend still plays with him. It became a toxic cycle to the point where I kind of needed to be waked up to reality and tell myself that I was doing the stupidest thing known to man, staying with these kinds of people. And so I left everything and I continued on my own. Now, this guy, he continued to rat. He did it multiple occasions, multiple accounts. Even after I stopped talking to him, I had found he had ratted for billions. And I mean billions. He's transferred accounts. He's got an Hyperion with Kata 2. He's like, he even IRL traded at some point. He ran a scam. It was a big scandal. There's also something about him being with a 13-year-old, but I would never say that about a person, considering that was on like a basis of something that I would not be able to tell you if it was true. But things were spread around about him. Like I said, he was doxxed twice, and the people that he was with never fully were anyone that he should have been friends with, but he continued to be with them, eventually left them, made his own rat, made his own mod, and continued doing what he was doing for a very long time. On the other hand, I tried to move on. I convinced myself that I would get farther with a new account if I macro. And this was a cycle that continued for a very, very long time. Across 3 other accounts, on multiple different occasions, I had convinced myself that I knew what I was doing. I should just continue macroing. And this was so bad and such a horrible time for me. Not even like, oh, you should feel bad for me, because you only justified it because you were in a bad mental state because of what you lost. I started playing Hypixel Skyblock during COVID year, and it was a time for me to assess a lot. And I feel like the anxiety that came with playing the game, it kind of built up and kept me away from it, but I kept going because I wanted to get back to where I was, and that overpowered a lot of the anxiety I had about the game. And so, as of now, kind of not struggling, but I am very happy where I am, because I can tell myself that I'm doing well, I'm doing better. I'm no longer hack, I'm no longer macro. I've never touched a hack in a while because of how bad I felt. And so this had continued with multiple accounts. That first account, I lost after a while. It was a really bad macro. And then eventually I moved on to a quote unquote mainstream one. I used that one for a very long time across multiple accounts. And I had a friend during this time who, for a good 4 years during COVID year, that I had met him from 8th grade to where I'm about to graduate now. He has been there every step of the way. And I would eventually, I'm either going to talk about him or dedicate an entire stream to him, because he's been there a lot and he stayed there with me. And so during this time, I would convince him, hey, join a co-op with me. We'll go as quick as we can. Eventually it got down to the point where I was so desperate, I joined his co-op, one that he had for 2-3 years, and I was there for so long. And I joined it, I started macroing on it. he lost in a profile of 2 years. And that profile was there to witness me doing everything from beginning to end, hacking, not hacking. And at that moment, it was kind of like a wake up call that I needed to stop. But the reason why I wanted to mention that I macroed was that it was never worth it. Every time that I woke up or got home from school after using the macro and seeing that ban screen, it was never worth it. I had built up so much anxiety from it, worrying that I was going to get banned, or constantly checking my Sky Crypt to see if I was still going. I remember one time I was at work and I had saw that I had stopped making XP, and it came to the reality that I got banned. And I came home and I saw that this happened so many times. I went back to the game so many times. I used hacks, notably not any big ones that made me like, nuke anything like that. See, like anti-knockback, stuff like that. And eventually I got scared off from them because I didn't want my information stolen. And it was just such a risky business to convince myself to continue doing it. And I thought, hey, it was free money. And with the macros, I thought I was being the smarter one. I thought I was being smart, avoiding the system, bypassing the system. But it never turned out to be or work in my direction. I just clicked on my own stream, and that's not even close to where I am now. After a lot of quote unquote wake up calls to stop playing the game, and even having my friend help me try to stay away from the game, I never did. I always came back to it, account after account. I have almost $120 spent just Minecraft accounts, half of which are banned on Hypixel because I decided to keep going. And I could never forgive myself, even after hurting my friend and making that account that he had worked so hard on get deleted because of my actions. And I don't think I could ever forgive myself for it. And that's why he's been with me for so long. That's why he's tolerated me for so long. Even after losing what we had lost, he stayed with me. And that's why I'm very thankful to have him with me. And I would never want him to forget that. But with hacking and macroing, I don't think I can ever go back to it, specifically because of all the progress I've made and the incentive not to go back because of just the risk and knowing for a fact that I would lose everything and knowing how scummy it is, thinking I would cheat the system when I really didn't. Macroing in particular, don't do it, man. Specifically because there's a lot of mods that think they're smart with their detection systems. There was one I had that had randomization on it. Thought it was cool. It would randomly move your mouse and your character every so often while you were farming. It would detect when you left to the hub and teleport you back. It would change up that time so it wouldn't be frame perfect every time. It would even have a detection for when you're in that bedrock box macro check. I thought it was so cool at the time. It never occurred to me that it was like the worst decision I could have ever made. And I was young. I was young when I started Hypixel Skyblock. If you go back on my channel, you can currently see my original videos. I think the latest one was Road to Valkyrie #2. I had a Jujubo at the time. I think the newest update that came out was the E-Man update. I came back to the game 2-3 months ago, and I had started a profile with my co-op, Farm Coco, originally known as Mini, and I hacked again. I'm not currently hacking anymore, like I said, but this account has been banned before. After it had let up, obviously he gave up in trying to tell me to stay away from the game, and he even gave up playing the game because of its horrible gameplay loop and having to grind so long for it. He got bored of it, and that's very justified. But I continued to come back because it was an it was like an addiction. I couldn't stop playing Skyblock knowing I could get back to where I was when I started. And I don't think I could ever tell myself that I should like stay away from this game until I reach my goal. Call it dedication, call it addiction, but I needed to stay. And so after I had been banned for my final time, I had just stopped hacking and just made constant progress. Started very small. I, went from Lapis Armor to eventually doing dungeons, and where I am now is farming, right back where I started. Though this time without anything, helping me out. Like I said, I don't think I could ever go back to it. And, some people say once a hacker, always a hacker, something like that, whatever, with whatever applies to that. Like I said, in whatever way I can, I'd prove that I'm not doing it anymore. And in whatever way, shape, or form that I can say that I want to change because I wanted to start streaming the game again, I'm doing it again because I'm confident that I wouldn't want to ever go back to it. I kind of wanted to start anew on YouTube. A lot of what inspired me to come back was I got really into video essays, and plus I still am very current with Hypixel Skyblock. So I wanted to start something where it's not all just me farming or you just seeing me do random things. I kind of wanted to talk while I do it. And so that's why I kind of dedicated this to farming and what I plan to do and continue what I'm doing from then on. But after these 3 months, I have found doing things the right way and doing things the legitimate way was the most heartfelt and best thing that I ever felt, knowing that I've gotten as far as I can. And I wanted to continue doing it and do it on YouTube. So that's where I am now. These past 3 months, Farm Coco has been with me. He's been helping me in any way he can. He tries to get on and help me. On the other hand, I got the farming 50 legitimately. Haven't stopped. Right now, where I am at, I am farming for Hyperion. As you can see, I am halfway to my goal. And I don't have the most max set up. I have 907 farming fortune. 1,300 according to Sky Hanny. Legitimate mod, by the way. And we are about to hit garden level 11. But what I plan to do is to hopefully continue doing what I've been originally doing and kind of talk while I play and talk while I farm, and hope I grow an audience from there. Whether it's small, big, I want to be involved with those people that I know and I watch every single day. Swavy, Refraction, Pelica, those kinds of people that I watch and I know that have that dedication. There is another guy that I know, a YouTuber, similar, got hacked, matter of 3-4 months. He's back maxed with the Vaughn farming, though he does substantially more than I do because I'm in school. Knowing that he bounced back after making a mistake, I feel like I could do the same. After countless mistakes, I could do the same and come back and tell myself that I'll be where I am. And, well, that's where I am. And so that's why I'm happy. I do believe the person that friend requested me might be someone in my chat. I'm not sure. Oh, well, nice to meet you, Lead Player. You're kind of the first person. You're welcome to come to my garden if you'd like. I'll open it up. But all I'm doing is farming right now, as you can see by the stream name, but kind of just talking while I do it. But welcome in. Where I tend to go now is I want to put myself back to where I was when I first started, and that was Hyperion. And that's why I'm working hard right now. Well, I'm glad you're chilling, man. This is my first Hypixel Skyblock stream in a while, so I'm glad to meet you. You'll forever be internalized the first stream that I've ever had back on the game, but yeah. And so Right now, uh, I've been farming for so long. It's just been a constant cycle, and that's why I wanted to talk on the commentary part. I do love video essays, so I wanted to just keep going at it. And I usually play For Honor and stuff like that on PlayStation, but Hypixel has always been something I came back to. So it's finally time. I think I've mentioned someone that's been with me, and that was me, Farm Coco, my duo, who has been there for 4 years for me. And he has been such a big part of my gameplay for so long because he's been there every step of the way. I first met him back during COVID year, uh, 2020, 2019. I met him online trying to find ways to make money. And at the time, he was known as Mini Max Rage. If you look at his original name on this account, his name used to be Mini Max Rage. And I met him farming trees, and I was like, dude, you gotta hop on this farming thing. You gotta start making farms on your own island. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I'll teach him how to farm. This was before I had ever touched any hacks way back when. By the way, to the guy that's in my stream, uh, pretty much I was talking about how I used to hack and why I'm back now, and I don't hack anymore, but what I wanted to do with my channel. But I started talking to him, and eventually we became good friends. We met on Discord, and we kept talking. And there has been various things that have happened between us, down to, oh, meeting a new person. And that person was the person I had talked to that had started the whole scamming bit. But we had talked for a very long time. We have talked for 4 years straight, and I was just talking to him in a matter of hours ago. Me Farm Coco is one of my dearest friends online. He knows everything about me. I know everything about him, and I'm very happy that he's someone that I can talk to, especially about Skyblock, even though he's pretty much just tired of it, seeing me go back to the game. But now that he knows that we're this close to being able to get to that goal, he is also happy seeing the progression. That's why I'm very glad he's with me. Mini Max Rage was a guy that I kind of continued to like push himself to continue playing the game, and at even some point he was on my co-op when I had first got my first Hyperion. I had given it to him to help him try. I have always put my full trust into him. There's been points where I've kicked him from my co-op because I had trust issues at the time, but now this is my main man. This is the guy I talk to every day. I don't think I could ever get someone like him in a matter of years. All the IRL people I've known has never had more trust than that person that I know. Minnie has always been a person that I always talk to, and eventually I do want to have him on stream at some point in a Discord call. But he is a person that is very close to me, and I'm very glad that I've been able to have someone like him while playing Skyblock. Odd question: do you think I can beat a T4 with my fist in a regular basic intrek necrotic wise dragon armor? Are you talking about T4 E-Man? Or are you talking about T4 Revenant? Because those are vastly different things. T4 Rev, you could probably beat up a T4 Rev, but your fist does like 100 damage. I think the most you're probably going to be able to is probably like a T2. T4, you're probably going to get shredded with the damage increase after a while before you even get to like half health with your fist, bro. Even then, it's moments like these where that's why I've wanted to have an audience before, back when I first started streaming. You do 300k with your fist. I find that hard to believe. Are you sure that's not your guardian doing the damage based off your intelligence? Because it does do like the laser damage after your intelligence. That's why I think. Because it's like 5 times your intelligence or something. It's guardian. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. But you could probably beat a T4 then. It's what, 1.5 mil health? You could probably do it. 5 hits, it's dead. But yeah, it's moments like these, which is why I want to have an audience. I like talking to people. I'm very extroverted. Um, I've, like I said with Minnie, he's a person that's also likes to talk to people, and that's why if I ever do get a growing audience, even if it's 5, 10 people that I know that come into stream and I get to meet them and talk to them, uh, it'd be people that I'd be nice to know. I go to hub to hub and mind-boggling people about convincing them that you're doing it with your fist, but it's not the Guardian. That's actually kind of funny. Make a bet on it. Be like, hey, bet I can't do 300k with my fist. There you go. Easy money-making method, people. But I am more extroverted in the sense that I'm way more energetic. The thing is that it's 1 a.m. for me. Very late. Reason is I'm still in a household with a lot of other people. Want to see my farming art? I did see you had Fermento not too long ago. Just so I don't break me farming. Let me see your... I can actually check while I'm on my phone. What's your Skycrypt looking like, Brody? Check reforges. I got you. You got full mossy, bro? I think full mossy Fermento armor is probably like... It's a flex. Here, I'll come to you. I got you. You got recomp. You even got the boots set up, bro. And you're like 20 levels under me. That's actually crazy. Oh, that is a... Is that a what is it? A mythic guardian? Jesus. And you've got the rooted. And you've got the rooted lotus bracelet. Dang. Bro, you're fitted for level 78. Why do you have ultimate wise on a melon dicer? What is that? What in the damn meme is that? Melon War in the New Ages? That's a valid elephant. I also have one, but it's with my co-op at the moment. What's your guild looking like? You guys just farm? Okay. You've been playing since 2 months ago. 2 months ago. That's nice. Damn, you are up there with that farming armor, bro. I 100% would tell myself. It's you at that point? Yeah, that's how most guilds are. I want to join one at some point, but I haven't really found one that piques my interest. Check my collections. How much you got, Brody? This is just you flexing on me at this point, bro. Damn, you got quite a bit. What's farming looking like? Do/PV? Yeah, I have NEU. You have 383 melon. You just a melon guy? Is that all you do? I've seen I have respect for people that just dedicate themselves to just one plant that isn't just like netherwort or something that makes them money. Melon is valid. Actually, what is my collection for netherwort looking like? Yeah, I'm like 130 mil under you on netherwort, but I'm pretty sure melon gives quite a bit of collection if I'm not. That's nice though, bro. You're kind of fitted. Props to you. I gotta get back to 135. There we go. I'm looking way too up. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I was at 80 mil collection. Damn, so what, you just non-stop in farming? That's nice. Don't make the same mistake I used to do. Don't macro. Don't cheat, Brody. But that's sick, though. I think in the past month, maybe, like 2 weeks, maybe, I've around 14 hours or more per day. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that is like substantially more. How much do you make an hour with melon? I know with like maxed fermento and considering you have rooted on everything, you probably got a bit of money. But 10 mil an hour? Damn, you make the same as me then. I don't know. I don't have... The reason why is that I'm kind of stubborn and I really wanted just to save all my money. Okay, yeah. Taking breaks does make sense. I feel like you wouldn't be able to do one sitting 14 hours of just melon farming, but that makes sense. But I'm really stubborn and I really want to convince myself that I don't need to upgrade my armor on the journey to Hyperion. because I'm making a consistent 10 mil an hour. So I don't know. I don't want to get a fully scroll one because that's too built. I want to at least get an implosion, regular Hyperion, and an armor set to get started in. That's where I want to go. So right now I'm trying to reach my goal of 850 mil. One sitting, 40 hours, F1 only. See, I don't know what kind of maniac you are, but I feel like you need to be like institutionalized past that point. Because I don't know how you do that in one sitting, bro. Party Finder is annoying as it is. Half the reason why I'm farming for Hyperion, bro. After like F4, no, everything before F5, people are incompetent. Even during F5, people are incompetent. It's hard to get a consistent Party Finder. That's like another half of the reason I stream. I want to get into people's parties where I know they know what they're doing, and I don't want to put myself into the pain of Party Finder because of the stress. Just getting to Cata 24 for the Rex of F7 and getting the armor of F7, which, oh, by the way, if you look at my account, bro, I am 100% not suited to be the man to get a Hyperion. I have crappy talismans. I have crappy Cata level. I am solely grinded. You got Recon Fermenta Artifact. Also a flex Fermenta Artifact. The fact that it's a rare recommed, what is it? It's a purple recommed, and it's like 30 mil for 30 farming fortune. Does not make any sense. I don't know why I bought it, but I'm kind of mad now that they went down like 10 mil in price because it's kind of dumb. But props to you though. You got a better farming setup than I do, and I farm a lot. I've only got 3/4 Mossy because God knows I'm not putting Mossy on my rancher's boots, and I don't do visitors as often, as you can see by the Q full on the bottom, and I don't put rooted on my only 1,000. You only have 100 more farming fortune than I do, bro. What? That's like another 70. Let's see. I don't know how much root it is right now. It's like 5 mil each. You have like a good 100 mil on me for your setup, and you only have 100 farming fortune. That's a farming fortune per mil. Yeah, I ain't doing all that, bro. That is way too much. Because I feel like you reach a certain point when it comes to maxing skills like that, where it's the small things that add up. Yeah, dedication 4, bro. That's like 30 mil a book, isn't it? That's expensive right now. I would never touch dedication 4. I think I only have 3 on all my pieces, but yeah, props to you though. You've got the setup. It's like 100 mil for dedication 4. Jeez, man. Trust me, I want to do visitors for the chance that I'd probably get something like that. But am I ever going to actually do it because I'm too lazy or too broke to buy a booster cookie? Your voice is calming. Oh, I appreciate it, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Nice to meet you. 125 mil for Green Thumb 5. That is actually crazy. See, I don't want to make those minute changes to like my thing where I know I'm going to get a little bit of farming fortune, but I'm not entirely going to be making the biggest difference. Right now I'm making just above 10 mil. And so I think I'm like at a good spot to just, oh, okay, there we go. I had a massive lag spike. I'm having a massive lag spike. Okay, there we go. It caught back up. But I think I'm like pretty good. I'm pretty stagnant where I am. So I'll stick to it. And also, it's because of this farm design, bro. I had saw it on a YouTube video. This farm design is cracked. 20 blocks per second without Black Cat is a little crazy. Oh Lord, he catching up. But yeah, 20 blocks a second on this farm. It's infinite. You don't have to TP, so you don't have to waste time. Very nice. I would recommend it. Good S-shaped farm. When I do end up getting and moving on to Hyperion, I don't want to be basic and do dungeons because I enjoy Slayers. Like, a lot. I have the Rex for Mordenhelm right now because I tried my butt off for Revenant. And so, even with like the bare minimum, I had like Shadow Fury, that by the way, for a very long time, I did not know that they added requirements for one for all. That's how long ago I used to play. I did not know they added requirements for one for all. You have Rev 6, bro. Rev 7 is so worth it. I don't know. I have fun with Slayers. Like, it's like something that I genuinely have fun with. Maybe because it's just a little bit less, it's less complicated than dungeons, but it's more complicated than farming. And plus I have the chance at RNG still. And that's why I like dungeon. I like Slayers a lot. It's nice to me. It's something that keeps my brain active on this game. But Revenant though, I did that in bare minimum. I did that in a Shadow Fury during with one for all doing only 50k damage, by the way. Like I said, I didn't know one for all had a requirement. And I did that in like Shadow Assassin and like Tara Helm. And what is it? The blue power. I do not know the name. Do not add me. I don't know the name of it right now, bro. But like it was a struggle. And I still did it. Got Warden Helm. People were like, dude, the only time people use Warden Helm is for Kudra. I'm like, that is a valid statement, but I look cool in the Warden Helm, so I'm keeping it. I kept it. I then sold it for a farming setup, and that's where I am now. This Nether Warhol, by the way, it's looking pretty clean. I want to sell it when I do inevitably move on from farming. It's pretty nice. I like it. As you can see, it's got me pretty far. Speaking of which, I just hit farming 15 not too long ago. Your melon dicer is nice. I still don't know why. You have Ultimate Wise 5 on. Do I see the age of it on when you're holding it? Oh, there we go. Market info. Business 26 mil. This item is 1 month old. Really? Click it. Yeah, it's barely a month old, bro. My god. 8 enchantments worth 21 mil. Understandable because you have Cultivating 10, Turbo Melon, Turbo Cocoa, Turbo Pumpkin, Dedication 3, Sunder 5. Book of Stats, Blessed Fruits, you have potato. You do have potato flakes on there. You absolute maniac. Are you okay? Do we need to have a talk? Is everything okay at home? Why do you have this? Is Hot Potato fuming too, along with Art of War? Are you okay? Like, is everything okay at home, bro? There's no way you told yourself that this was a good idea. That's like a good 20 mil you put into that isn't related to farming, bro. Are you just that proud of your melons? Pause. But you're that proud of your melons, bro? That's insane. Props to you, though. That is dedication. On the other hand, I hate and love farming. I love how easy it is to farm. I hate how monotonous it is. You want to see how proud I am? Sure. Go to your island. Is it just going to be a big drawing of a melon? I feel like, oh wait, I will totally go to your island in 20 minutes. I did not realize there was a Jacob's contest. We will get to that when we get there. I do plan on streaming for a while, so you will see me there. But in a second. That's nice though. And you already left. Yeah, my fault, OG. I probably should have told you that before you did that. But farming, like I said, I love it. I like it. It's simple. I can put a movie in the background and be happy with it. I've watched multiple movies while farming, bro. And it was like a good 20-30 hours that I just watch movies while farming. But the thing that kind of defers me from it is the fact that you have to do it for so long. I did a good amount of time farming. What is it? What'd you get last month, Brody? How much are those per? I know those are like a bit. Oh, 6 mil. Well, that's nice though. You get that? I'm assuming you get that from gifts. That's actually nice. Cheapest spin is 5.5 mil. I don't know why I stopped. I'm in a contest. I'm dumb. That's sick though. It's like 40 mil profit off of each. You only get those from red gifts, right? Expensive but nice profit. That's some good stuff. But what was I saying? What defers me from it, bro, is how much you have to put into it, how much time you have to put into it. Even with me right now, you see my purse. I'm halfway there for Hyperion. I'm happy. We chilling. The thing is that it's still gonna be a long grind, even with a good 450 mil setup. Do you just sell those on auctions, or because that it's like a trophy the fish type thing, right? People actually buy those. That's cool though. I don't know. I've kept myself away from a lot of updates because I don't like change. Just as I trade them for golden gift talisman. Oh, you use those for golden? That you use those to make golden gift talisman? That makes sense. That I can see why they're expensive. But what's I saying? I keep losing my train of thought. That's my fault. But um, like I have a long ways to go. Like I come and I want to continue making updates as long as I can, even with school and work. I want to be a little consistent with how I stream. The golden gift tallies from an NPC are only available in December, and I'm assuming you trade those in for the golden gift talisman, or you use that to craft it. One or the other, right? I haven't kept up with that. I haven't kept up with a lot of updates because I hate change. I don't know why, but ever since like the Spider's Den update, I don't know why, but I've kept myself away from a lot of it because I don't like the I don't like the idea of something changing while I'm not being able to explore it because I don't have the stuff required to change it. It's very weird, like ick about me, but I also got that. Dude, those are like 20 mil right now. I plan on selling that eventually because I thought it would give some kind of stat. It would be cool if it did, but I didn't get the emblem though. Besides your aspect of the Jerry, did you get anything good? I've yet to meet anyone that's gotten like a handle or a heart. But I did see during your PV that you did have a aspect of the Jerry. No, I didn't. Yeah. I want to meet someone that got something from that, bro. That's actually really cool if you got like a handle or something. I was crossing everything. Hands, toes, everything, bro. I wanted something from that. Wasn't the help with someone that got an infinite boom? I know it was like 20, 30 minutes, something like that. I could be completely wrong. I could be completely off. I don't know how much, I don't know how people price those because I know it's based off of like essence. You have to buy it with essence. So they probably base it off of how much essence you need to buy, but I know it's really not that useful because the mage and archer can already do it without. So I don't really see why. But I guess more for luck. Same thing with affinity, bro. Like leaps are already really cheap. I said like dirt cheap. So are infinibooms. I mean, like regular regular TNT. I'm gonna go get something from Island. I got in the same hub that the person got the infinite boom. Oh, okay. Oh, did you get a cake counter or one of the cakes that are like really expensive right now, bro? That'd be cool. I got yo. Oh, is that a cake soul? It is a cake soul. Is this is of your who is of that? Who is that? It says GM. Is this your GM in your guild? This item is 8 days old. Ooh. Is that of your GM as in Game Master? Yeah, I know. Is that Game Master for what though? Is that like a higher up admin or something like that? Is that like a ranked admin or something? I've never seen GM before. I don't know what that indicates. Also, for some reason, my bronze silver thing is bugged out. It just has spooky festival where it's supposed to tell me how high or up I am, so it's a gamble whether or not I make it to silver at this point. And we're also about to hit 1,000 farming weight. You don't know low. Did you just randomly kick on a person and get it? I'm gonna look it up. I don't know. I know. I've heard something about that, like somewhere on either the forums or something like that. I know that's something, but I have no clue what it is. That'd be cool if it's like someone part of the admin team. You could probably sell that or keep that as pretty cool memorabilia. Also, something I do want to do with the channel, random commentary things, random things I want to talk about. Uh, I think like the first 1 or 2 episodes, I'm probably going to talk about Skyblock, and then others, I'm just going to be talking about random things while I farm. I'm a person that's really into horror movies, uh, and a lot of horror stuff. Like, I could go on and on about analog horror. I could go on and on about my favorite horror movies, my favorite horror series. I grew up watching Dead Meat. That's another reason why I've always wanted to start a YouTube. People like Dead Meat, Markiplier, Sky Does Minecraft, people I grew up watching, bro. It was cool knowing that they were known by people for what they do and doing what they liked. Like, I like playing Skyblock. I like talking about things. I like doing commentary. A lot of people have stated that I have a decent voice. So I wanted to try doing the podcast thing. So that's where I am now. Like, late at night, talk about things that are on my mind. Thought it would be a pretty cool concept. See where it gets me. I can never be mad about that outcome. Probably interact with some viewers in time. I have chat pulled up, so I can't be mad about that. On that note, though, or analog stuff like that, dude, I am so into it because movies, action, romance. I was never interested in it as a young kid. Actually, I really was like moved away from certain like horror movies at the time. I think like Scream was the most popular, and so during like when sci-fi was like playing, the GM rank is the rank given to the game masters who are essentially moderators of the whole server paid to do moderation tasks and work in deep areas that generally impact it. That is cool though. So that's worth quite a bit then, because that's like having an admin soul. You pretty much have an admin soul. That's worth quite a bit. I would hold on to that. That is worth quite a bit. I would say you should hold on to that. It's better than an admin soul. Oh, it is. Considering the description, it does sound like it is because they're way more involved. Dude, keep that. Put it on your island. Decoration. I would keep it right there as soon as you spawn in. You spawn right in front of it. Staring right at it. Does GM work deeper in parts than admin? Yeah, that's cool. They're probably the people that ban people. Work with Watchdog and stuff like that. And you can't sell them? You can't sell... Oh, you can't sell ones that have like a name associated with it? Damn. Can you trade them? Because so you could probably get some kind of collector to fork over a decent amount. Then again, like I said, keep it. But back on horror things. I moved away from horror because, like I said, it was you can't even trade them, bro. Then yeah, then I would just keep that as a trophy. You never know. That is another goal I want as a Skyblock player. I want to meet an admin to get. I also got Melon King DE and a YT with 130k. Who's the YT? I don't know any YouTuber who has 130k, but that's valid. I don't know. Well, then again, I don't know any Hypixel Skyblock YouTubers that have 130k. I know there's other Hypixel people that are YouTube ranked that probably have way more. Slayer SD, never heard of him. I'm gonna be real with you. He probably plays UHC or something like that, or like Bed Wars, and hopped on Skyblock. But I do not know that dude. The main GD, I'm gonna pretend like I know what GD is. That's cool. That is cool though. I also want to stream because, bro, I want to get a space helmet. I want to get one. I want to reach a certain point where I'm rich enough to get one. That is like peak recognition. Geometry debt? Pardon? Oh, you hop on. Oh, so wait. Wow, I butchered that. Geometry? Nah, you good. I got the statement. Hold on. I gotta work out and work back in. There we go. That just screwed out. I'm getting bronze. There's like no way that I'm not getting bronze. I'm gonna get to drink BRB. See you when you're back. But I don't know why my co-op, my Skyblock thing on the right is getting smaller and smaller. It is just like screwing itself up. I have no idea why it is doing that, but it's doing that. But Melon King DE, also a cool guy. I did want to tell myself that I wanted to copy his 20 blocks per second farm, but dude, I'd have to buy like a 100 mil pet, considering you have to have a level 100 black cat to set it up, and then it's considered infinite with 20 blocks per second. And then I found this randomly in my recommended, bro. 20 blocks per second, and it's real simple, real easy. You have to put a little bit of thinking into it, obviously, because there's turns and stuff like that that'll mess up your blocks per second, and also the whole like going back and then all the way around and then back to the beginning thing. But this is a good farm design. I do not know the guy who made it. I will most likely find his name eventually, but the dude who made this, he was awesome. He knew what he was doing. Back on that horror thing, I didn't like horror because scary. Obviously, I was a young child. I'm a big dude now. I'm, I, one of the things that remained in my mind that traumatized me for a while was watching Scream on my, like, excuse me. I was like at one of my aunt's house, and I remember seeing a Scream scene, two of them, that traumatized me. One, Ghostface just stabbed this guy in the chest, turns around, the guy's all bloody on his chest and falls forward. Scary. Second one, when the drunk chick tries to escape out of the doggy door that's in the garage and eventually dies because he just lifts the thing and she dies there. And I'm like, dude, that traumatized me as a child. Horror was something I moved away from for so long. And eventually I got introduced to Dead Meat, the kill count. He's a very, very big channel on YouTube, dude. He does kill counts of horror movies. And eventually I slowly kind of told myself that, hey, that's kind of cool. You know, I'm going to watch something. And my mom, she grew up watching the Saw series, and she was a big fan of it at the time. And the thing is, it's annoying to get drinks at 2:30 in the morning because the fridge is loud. Dude, if you have one of those fridges that have like the little suction thing on the side and it makes so much noise when you open it, I can absolutely see why it's annoying. I have the same thing. And I'm thirsty because I'm talking a lot. I'll probably just go get a water in a little bit, but dude, 2:38 a.m. drinks, smack them. Horror though, eventually I started watching the Halloween series. Plus the creaking from the door when you get out of your room, come back to your room, also closing the door without being loud. Yeah. Yeah. I did eventually move on to start watching the Halloween series. Fell in love with it. You open an inch and it sounds like a cat hollering. Bro, this is why you need to invest in some WD-40, bro. This is why I always keep some on hand. That and Pressure Air, and you got yourself a solid non-waking up everyone in a 5-mile radius in your neighborhood door. I had that problem for so long. I creaked my door open. It sounded like you dropped like 30 metal pipes on the floor at the same time. And it's a small door too, small wooden door. Like, it doesn't even have like weight put onto it or anything like that. That thing just decides it wants to be loud when it wants to, for no reason. And I was also glad my old apartment used to have wood floors, bro. Used to walk, you see it. That was do not replicate that noise I just made. That was a horrible noise I just made to represent the fact that you needed to stamp on a creaking floor. That was a horrible noise. I expected that to sound completely different, and it would just creak every other step, and you would not know which one it was. I eventually got to the point where I started remembering which parts were creaky when I used to try to sneak over into like the living room and watch TV and stuff like that. I used to remember like the Quiet Place type thing. Like the Quiet Place, you know, where they mark each thing with little white tape so they know which doesn't creak, bro? I used to do that, but I remembered it in my head. I was that kind of kid. Yeah, I don't know. The wooden floors were like also a thing where you just randomly be walking and you hear something creak and you're like, bro. But so when you were a kid, oh, he's typing up a storm over there. I can guarantee you there's a small 30-second wait in between when Brody's gonna send it. I guarantee you it's gonna be a paragraph. Did you learn the rules of exponents and integers? And did you learn the rules of exponents and integers and exponents? Yeah. Well, I mean, that was what, like algebra 1 or 2 that you landed in like middle school, right? Or are you talking like grade school? If so, why is this relevant, if I might ask? What's the follow-up question? I'm interested now. Where do you go from this? But yeah, let's say yeah, I did learn this. I'm learning that right now in middle school. Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm in high school right now. I am taking college course classes for math, calculus BC, AP calculus BC, bro, and it's killing me, dude. Do not take calculus in high school. Just go with stats. I'm gonna tell you right now, integers, exponents, stuff like that. That's the beginning. Then they start using that knowledge that they had. I will not go to college. I mean, hey, whatever's to your fancy. I'm trying to go to college. I want to get at least my master's in electrical engineering. But, bro, math. If you're going into a math major, something like engineering, bro, you have to learn it. And I'm so mad because right now, if I took a picture and showed you how this moment, I have 3 brain cells and I'll pass college, bro. It is, hey, this is horrible. I middle school, I'm gonna tell you that's where I got my first F. That is where I failed my first class. Want to guess what it was? It was algebra. And that's where I took pre-AP algebra, bro. And it was just not it. Wait till you get to like logarithms, you get to arithmetic, and you get to stuff like that, bro. As much as you want to avoid it, high school's gonna hit you like a truck with math. Good luck on that, Brody, though. I wish you the best of luck. Exponents and stuff like that right now. Do you also have like 3 separate mouse pads? Very, very interesting jumping questions, but yes, I do. I used to have a Blue Eyes by Dragon one back when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh that I used. I have another one that was just a basic light up mat. And I have my desk one right now. Yeah. I don't know, middle school? Bro, middle school is a fever dream. I hated it. Math, you got flashbang. I was like one of those gifted kids when I was in like early school, like grade school, and I used to be like, oh my god, you're good, you got honor roll, stuff like that. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. Middle school should be a breeze. And I got hit like a truck. I literally got, it's like if we gave a 7-year-old and put him in a ring with like John Cena, peak John Cena or something like that. I have a titanium one, a cushioned one, and why I really need a spell and light up one, and a regular one. I mean, you spelled titanium right, but also, how do you have a titanium mouse pad? It's just a block of metal, my dude. Why do you have a titanium mouse pad? What does that entail? Is it like rimmed with titanium, or do you just have a straight brick? If so, rest in peace to your arms. I do not know how you managed to like not accidentally like cut or nick yourself. Titanium is for PvP to move quick. What? It's really nice. I didn't even know titanium mouse pads were a thing. I've seen people do it with like glass and stuff like that. But, bro, what? Titanium? It's just a straight brick, bro? Hey, power to you. I don't think I could ever probably play on something like that. That is like the cold metal. I don't know. That's one of the things that sets off like my sensory. I don't like cold metal. Now it's softened and decaled. That'd be cool to see. I probably need to see something like that. But the grip tape on the bottom. Do you also have something like a custom mouse? Do you play PvP a lot? Do you play like other things other than Hypixel Skyblock a lot? Because I feel like you have to be dedicated to something like that if you got like a titanium, like a whole mouse pad dedicated to it. You probably got one of them super light mouses too, I guess. Because I don't PvP often. That's fair. I know like melee farm or do VRC. That's valid. I also farm a lot. I have never touched any other game mode in Hypixel, by the way. Maybe Bed Wars, but that was on my main account like a year ago. I have never played any other thing. VRC is VR chat. Thank you for explaining that to me. For others, that doesn't seem like the most obvious thing. That seems like an obvious thing to explain, but I'm gonna be real with you. I moved past it because I did not know what he meant, so I was just going with the flow. But VR chat, I play VRC on PC. I also have it on PC. That is like it's not the worst thing actually. It has way more. It has way more customizability than you think it does, which I think is pretty cool. You can also do emotes, but they look very, very like robot like, which I find kind of funny. Um, I do. I'm a furry on VRC. A lot of people are. You like my first time playing like VR chat, randomly chilling, feeding ducks on 3 FPS on VRC in the tutorial. That is crazy. I Another random side tangent. I never had a graphics card for like the first few years that I had a PC because I got a PC for high school, and it was like one of those Office Depot PCs that you literally just get right out the box, bro. I haven't had a graphics card up until like a month ago. You have 10. How do you farm, bro? I have. I think. Hold on. Wrong button. Which button is it? Bro, there we go. Okay, for some odd reason, I have no idea why I can't pull up my F3 menu. But I usually run. Back then, I used to run horrendous FPS. I get 130 FPS earlier in Bedwars. I think the only reason you do, if you have such low FPS right now, is probably because of the particles that I'm breaking and the amount of game updates you're getting. But bro, I used to run horrendous FPS. If you go and look back at my old YouTube videos, bro, horrendous. It used to be on this brick of a PC, and it's still the same brick of PC, but now it has a graphics card. I do have a GPU, not a GPU, a CPU that I want to put into it, but I don't have the motherboard for it. So I have to change it up, which I'm inevitably be saving for. And speaking of VR chat, I do want to buy a VR eventually. That friend that I was talking about, Mini Max Rage, he has a VR, and I want to say, now I just restart my PC and flush my DNS and relaunch MC, bro. I ain't doing all that. If the game is just not deciding to FPS, look, For Honor or Siege is on PlayStation. We gonna do that. I cannot do that with Minecraft. I just had moments where I log in, I'm lagging way too much, I can't even farm. I log out. Simple stuff. But I do want to save it for VR. Guess my playtime? I don't know, your account says it's like 2 months old and you farm quite a bit. I'm gonna go for... You're giving me social XP. I forgot that existed. I'm gonna be real with you. But, huh? How do you have 600? You have double my hours, bro. You hop off this game, respectfully. No, I'm playing though. I know for a fact most YouTubers have like 6K hours. They play this game a lot. Back on my main, I used to have like 1.3K hours, which was like horrendous. 90% of it was farming. But you have double my hours, Brody. Props to you. How do you farm 14 hours a day in middle school? It's a little crazy. During the weekends or something like that? Or you just come home and just farm from as soon as you get home to when you need to dip? That's some crazy time, man. For 2 months. And just dedication. That is a valid statement. I homeschool? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. I mean, if that works for you, bro, I've always kind of wanted... I liked COVID year. As much as people hated it, I had straight A's. I was a good student. High school, freshman year, bro. Same thing with 8th grade at the end of it. I was a good student during online. And I would never be, like, opposed to doing that again. Though I don't want to do it now because it's my year of graduation. And God knows I want to do my graduation virtual. I'll let them wait for that when I get to college or something like that. But I don't want to do a senior year. AFK on my island with level 93 legendary rabbit for the 30% mini boost. That makes sense. Do you use farming minions? Oh, melon. That makes sense. I barely AFK. I barely AFK during the raffle event, which is partially why I don't have the emblem. But that makes sense, bro. Good dedication on you. I, on the other hand, I get bored of farming real quickly. I try my best to do as much as I can. Like probably today, I think I'm gonna cut myself off at 450 mil and either go to bed or hit up some homework for school. Yeah. Like if I were to show you some of the stuff I have to deal with in my math class, bro, it's completely different. I hate it. Don't do none of that pre-calculus BS, bro. Stick to algebra. Stick to stats. Yeah, you're gonna get them college credits, but like you said, you ain't planning on college. So why do all that? I really want to keep farming so much so I can get Hyperion so much quicker, bro, but it's gonna be a brick. It's gonna be a minute. I'm gonna need to like try my hardest. Look, realistically, can hear me out. I sold my entire setup. I get Hyperion right now, but it wouldn't be scrolled. See, I'm stupid. I'm stubborn. As soon as I get enough to where I can get a Hyperion and a max set, Storm, and Necron, I'm straight pimping it, selling everything that I have of farming and everything that I can, and we running up some dungeons and slayers, bro. I am not sticking to farming for as long as I can. It is too much, and I'm lagging. By how much? Who knows? Oh, that was a humongous lag spike, my dude. Hold on, I'll reset my island. Oh, it's spooky right now. No, they're already going for Marina. That's crazy. Oh, it's 3-perk Marina though. I don't fish. I co-op fishes a lot. A lot. What are Hyperion prices looking like right now, bro? I'm in denial, but I'm gonna get one. 820. That's 80 mil cheaper than it was like a week ago. We gonna go with it. Is this ready to be farmed? Yeah, I can start farming from over here. Start fucking. But back to my horror movie tangent. I really want to talk about it. I have no reason to talk about it, but like lag spike in like 3, 2, oh, let it work, let it cook. Oh, even my stream is doing horrid. How bad is my stream right now, bro? Oh, it is chugging. Let it cook. The stream was chugging along. Your net worth said it was about 600 mil when I PV'd it. What you got on hand, Brody? There we go. We're back. What's your net worth looking like? I saw 620 mil when I PV'd it. So, unless you got... How do you have 1 bill net worth, bro? Did you like pull a hype out of your butt? How does that work? Where'd you get the extra 400 mil? Hold on. I just opened God knows what. Lamau? Yeah, Lamau is the right response. How are you? Hold on. Let it load. Let it load. Hold on. It's still loading. Homie has such a big net worth, it just decides it doesn't want to load. Oh yeah, I have not touched the Rift, bro. I have never touched it. Oh, you want to see my museum value? Hold on. This is something I'm proud of. What? What do you mean? How is that disabled? Where even is that API? Museum API is disabled. Wow. Oh wait, I have to like go back and forth between transfer cooldown is great. And now I have a candy in my inventory that I don't need. And I ruined my bruh. If I ain't wrong, bro, I have like 500 mil museum, and you'll see why eventually once it actually decides to load. Look at that farming 50. Look at that, bro. I'm so proud of it. That's the first. Speaking of which, in my history of macroing and hacking, this is my first time ever getting farming 50 or any kind of level 50 skill. Funnily enough, automating farming never made it past like 36, maybe 36, 40. Only a little bit tired. Don't worry. They still got like another hour out of me. I still need that. Still need that money, bro. I need them bands. I'm really tempted. Why am I just knowing about the turtle pet? Like, you didn't know the turtle pet existed? Oh, because of the skin? Did you not know it was a pet? That's kind of funny. I don't know. I've never practically used the turtle pet in all my accounts. Yeah, skin is the only reason I knew about it. That's kind of funny. I I've never found a practical use for a turtle pet. I know it gives you Shelmet like base and it's legendary, but I don't know why I'd ever use that. Like there is like pets. I didn't know for a while that there was a giraffe pet. I mean, I've learned about the parrot recently. I've been playing since December. Jeez. Jeez. I mean, because I didn't know the giraffe pet was a thing for a while. That thing is still like the most useless pet on the earth, if I'm not wrong. Same thing with the jellyfish. I was there pre-rework for the jellyfish. Um, like when it was like incredibly bad. Now it's like one of the best like healer things on demand. And guess what? We're getting another lag spike, like 3, 2, 1. I'm betting on it, and there you are. I'm getting such bad. Hold on. You gotta love it that I have the worst connection in all of the US because Hypixel decides it doesn't like my computer specifically. The only reason I learned about the parapet was freaking Dark Auction. Dude, I've never attended a Dark Auction either. There was no reason for me to. I'm not that rich, bro. I'll probably pull up there when I need, like, I don't know, spear mask maybe? But I've never attended a Dark Auction. I've never even set foot in the Rift. Not yet, at least. I have not touched Crimson Isle ever. I've never touched Kudra. Which is all things I kind of want to explore once I get to the point I want to be in my profile, aka having a Hyperion and a Max Mage setup. That's where I'll tell myself, then I'll check it out. How fire mini recently I updated to T11 and sold. I lost 25 mil, but it's worth it for minion slots. Like 8 minion slots. That's the one thing that I've done on this entire account. Farm. I have to do. I have not touched anything else. You gonna see a man. You gonna be the first man to see a man with a Hyperion and maxed mage in the most sus account known to man, without like 10 minion slots. On my main island, I don't even have any minions. I barely have anything down. Dude, I miss my old account. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't ever cheat or macro because, bro, you'll miss it. I miss that original island and original account so much. there was a lot that I miss. I remember my old layout. I remember my old Melon Minion setup. I remember my OG Netherwart S-shaped farm that everyone would have crowding their island, and it was just a big brick on the side of my island. And then I also remember my like 20 clay minions that I had down that I was very proud of. Till I realized that they made like no money. They made like 300k a day, bro. I was pimping. This is before slime minions were like ever really good. What else do I remember from that old profile? Bro, when I first met Mini Max Rage, I am so dead. You only ever well, he was, you know what? I'm gonna let you keep that information to yourself. I don't think I'd probably broadcast that information or say it. Nobody here, so I'm not. Yeah, you're fine. Do what you gotta do. I'm just saying. I I don't think I can ever go back to macroing. You do what you gotta do. Also, like, statement for the stream though. I'm not saying, oh, he went and privately told me that he macros. No, I'm just saying, you know, I as a person, I don't cheat anymore, bro. I don't think I'd ever touch cheats. I touched some of the popular ones though. I can tell you, like, as insight from a person that knew about it and saw some of them, they're not useful when you get them, man. Do you allow copyright songs on your channel? I don't think any do. Like, I don't think any YouTube or like stream or anything like that allow copyright songs, because I've had like very short amount of music on like a PlayStation stream, and that has gotten copyright striked. Like, I had like a NLE Choppa song in the background while I was playing For Honor, and it got copyright striked. I don't think you're able to put any kind of copyright song, sadly. But if you do have any song recommendations, I'll personally listen to them. Also, Farming Way to 1,000, yay. A lot of streamers too. I don't know. I don't know if you're allowed to. I'll probably put my Spotify playlist in the background. I'll gladly put that in the background. My friend has like 9 strikes and has no effect. Well, that's the thing. Strikes can prevent you from getting monetized. Honestly, I don't see myself ever getting monetized. Like I said, I just kind of want a small following that I can talk to on a day-to-day basis. But I know inevitably, if you do get enough strikes, 9 strikes on a video. Oh, I was about to say, if you have, like, I thought it was like 3 strikes, you're out. You just can't do it anymore. I was about to say. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little crazy. I don't know if you have like 3 strikes. I've had a cousin who got copyright strike for it, and they stopped him from ever being able to post anymore because he had more than 1 strike. So they stopped you from being able to post, which I think is kind of dumb. It's just music, man. Express what you want, but I will play Spotify in a next stream that I do. I know it's very monotonous and kind of boring without any kind of audio in the background. Like I said, I kind of wanted to focus on commentary right now. I just barely set up my OBS for like the bare minimum, the mic settings, the like setup for what you guys see on the screen. Barely set that up. I'll go 100% tell myself that I'll set up the Spotify next, and I kind of also want viewer interaction, so I can make a stream playlist, something like that. But you just play one song. What's your song recommendation? I gotta hear what it is first. I gotta know. I gotta know. I have one that described my life early this year. A little. Drop it to me. Let me know. What is it? I am interested to find out what the song is, bro. It's Sad by Parker Jack. Can't say I've ever heard of it before, but here, let's see. Sorry, I'm having a very hard time getting my AirPod out of its case with one hand while I'm farming. We can listen to it on Spotify first, and we can see if I can play it without getting copyrighted. Trust. I can't say I've ever heard of Parker Jack, but we gonna see. What are you on Spotify? Is it sad and happy? Oh my god, I didn't realize until now because I have my stream pulled up. By the way, it's clean. I used it in my last video. That's valid. Thank you for including that. Sad and Happy by Parker Jack? Because I only see that version. It's just sad, by the way. Because I found Sad and Happy. It's by Parker Jack. Let's see. It wasn't on Spotify. Let's get it on. Let's get it on YouTube. I'm only seeing Cry and Sad and Happy. Whatever do you mean, good sir? I only see sad and happy and cry. It's cry. I guessed it. I'm not gonna hold you. He is messing up this beat right now, though. Personally, I don't listen to sad songs. I listen more to hyped up songs, but he's kind of messing it up on the beat, though. This ain't that bad. For a guy I've never heard before, he's got pretty good flow, bro. He's actually pretty good. Like I said, though, don't really listen to sad music like that. He's pretty good, though. This is something I'd add to a playlist. Also, he has bass after his main, like his, like the main part of the song. There's so much bass that it vibrates in my ear. So it's pretty good. I'm not gonna hold you. Sarcasm aside, bro. I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. Just to think that it's Monday for some people is absurd to me. I think I might be an idiot. Is it? No way it can be Monday for someone. Is it really that? Is it really? Can you really have that like ahead of a time frame to be able to do that? I think I might be an idiot as well. I've never heard of someone being like a whole. It's understandable that someone's a day ahead, but it's. I know it's the AM for me right now, so it's the next day already. I'm trying to think. Can people be that far ahead already? Can someone realistically be 22 hours ahead of you? I mean, damn. I mean, props to you for staying up until 3 a.m., bro. Like I said, I'm probably gonna end it once I hit 450 mil. I think that's when I'm gonna good little 2 hour stream. Yeah, because it's been an hour and a half, right? We like go till 4 or 5 a.m. Hey, that is a lot more. That is, I would like to go until that time, but the thing is, I don't want to wake up at noon and then just waste like half my day. This is like prime scary movie or horror movie watching time. Actually, I lied. I'm like, I watch a lot of horror movies, but I am a scaredy cat when it comes to stuff like that. I wake up at like 10. Props to you for being alive on 5 hours of sleep, bro. I need like a good 7 or 8 to be able to function in the morning. As I've found, as you get older, bro, you find out that you need to just stay in bed for way longer. Today I woke up at 1 p.m. I want to sleep at 3. You know, I don't drink caffeine, nor do I take naps often. Same with me. I do not drink a lot of caffeine, though I do drink tea. It's non-caffeinated, and I don't take naps often either because I do find out it does mess with my sleep schedule. But props to you for being on 5 hours of sleep. I think the least I've spent is like 3 hours of sleep, but I don't think I can willingly tell myself to go that long without sleep. Too much getting used to going to sleep at that time during the summer, and then all of a sudden changing it up when I have to go back to school. I have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. and just drag myself to school on barely any sleep. Then again, I'm ADHD. I don't know. I've always found it more a negative to have something like that than a positive. I mean, it is something mentally, and I guess what I just said, it was very obvious, but I've done it all-nighter before, nearly 2 in a row. See, I can't do that. Sleep is just too precious to me, bro. Precious, more like I just enjoy sleeping. Sleeping is so nice. I get to be comfortable in a bed while it's quiet, while it's dark, bro. That's the most enjoyable thing known to man. I can't ever argue with that. I have found that when I was younger, yeah, all-nighters were the stuff. It's like you get to play all night, stay up as long as you can, eat as much as you want because it's that late and no one's gonna tell you to stop. Now, bro, it can wait till morning. I'm not doing all that. I'm too tired. Like right now, I am very much contemplating getting off right now solely because of how late it is. But I know damn well I'm either gonna get up, get something to drink, and hop on PlayStation, or get up and go straight to my bed. I'll meet you on my island at any time. I totally forgot I was supposed to visit your island, bro. That's my fault, OG. Bam. Oh, you are very melon oriented. There's the GM. Oh, there's the SD Slayer thing. And the Melon King DE. Mess it up, my dude. Oh, someone donated 25 million? Damn. Got that rich type stuff. You got the pimped out island, my dude. My island is so basic. Oh, you're drawing the melon down there? Valid. Finish that, bro. That will look so good. You gotta finish that up. Working on glass? Yeah, bro. It reminds me of, what, Squid Kid's potato? Dude, you gotta do that for melon. And I just realized your floor is melon in your room. I just realized that. The whole island is gonna take 40 mil to build? Damn! How much material are you using, bro? Oh, here's the melon minions. The prized melon minions. You don't use, what is it? You don't use water? I don't know if that actually makes the difference. I might be wrong. There's your AFK pool. I could have swore water made the difference. I might be wrong because they only break one at a time and they probably regrow by the time it's done, but yeah. That's like 3 times my minions right now, bro. It doesn't. I think it's the same way how people say like certain crops aren't affected by sunlight when farming. That is valid. What's your garden looking like? Oh, of course your rank for your island is Melon Man. As expected, it's just straight melon. What the? I have never in my life seen ladders practically used in a farm. Oh, here's like the staircase vertical farm. Yeah, I've seen these before. I know what this one looks like, but I've never seen anyone use ladders in a farm. What the? How do you not accidentally hit them while you're farming? I guess if you stayed like straight, you wouldn't hit them, but that's a weird look of farm design. I have never seen that before. Damn. Do you know how it works? I have never seen anyone, like I said, I've never seen this kind of farm before. This is completely foreign to me. How would you even farm this? How do you not hit? Go to 49. I'm gonna be real with you. Can I even pull up my I took a screenshot and I did everything except for open up my F3 menu. So you know what? We just gonna pull up to one of the ends and hope that this is where you at. Oh, is it a void one? You just right off the edge. Plot 13. I got you. That helps. Oh, this is a 5 plotter, bro. Damn. Where you at, gang? I'm here at the edge of plot 13. Thank you for stating right here. This very much helps. Watch. Oh, there you are. I got you. What? What? That's how that works? Bro. And you get all of them doing that? And you get all of them doing that? That is insane. That is an insane... What? I need to do that. I should make a farm like this. Oh my god. I like how this turned from you watching me farm to me watching you farm. Why don't you use Mushroom Cow? I thought that was the best for money. Well, that's probably why you have a bit more fortune than I do. You use Elephant. I use Mushroom Cow personally. I'm going for collection. Now that I hear that out loud, that probably makes a bit more sense. On the other hand, I need straight up bands, bro. That is a very interesting farm design, though. You have introduced me to something new. I want to see how you round the bend, though. Just from that row, how much you make, bro? Damn. Damn. How much are 3 gen? Oh, 150k. That makes sense though. That's an entire 5 plots worth at once. That makes it very much sense. Let's see actually how much I made from an hour and a half session. Give or take with a little bit of interruptions. 12.5 mil is not bad. It's not bad. I think we could have probably done a little bit better. But I do think that wasn't that bad. So we have 440 mil today. We're gonna go ahead and pick up everything. And we gonna set up some sell offers for tonight. Go ahead and get the mutant netherwort up. Get the fermentos up. And I personally just insta sell whatever I have left in my inventory. And yeah, that's a pretty good way to end off the stream though. Made a solid, decent amount of money in the hour and a half. Then again, there was game updates and a little bit of me like talking for a while. So I think this is a decent place to stop. I know a lot of these are silvers. There should be. This is the bronze. This is a silver on mushroom. Silver there. Silver there. Bronze. What? How are some people getting a 1,554 farming fortune, bro? I have melon milestone 40. Damn. I don't know why. I probably would have had so much more if they would have actually gave you the amount you were supposed to get from your milestone, because I have like I showed you, I have like 198 million netherwort, but it doesn't count towards milestone because they did the change before I got all that, which is kind of dumb. I didn't get that. Another silver. We're now like 2 stacks of Jacob's tickets. Dear God. It's another one. Another one. Dear Lord. Damn. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to keep all these books because I know right now the market is like, look at that, 0.1 coins. What are these? So we got 2.5 stacks of Jacob's tickets. It's like a good 5 mil, I think, something like that. Yeah, it's a good 5 mil. I think I might keep it. I think I might. We're gonna go ahead and keep the Jacob's tickets, and I don't know why I have a random stray one in there, but we're gonna keep the Jacob's tickets and the turbo ward. Actually, speaking of which, how much are the talismans looking like? Damn, they're going down. I remember the first day that they got like issued, they were like 27 mil. I probably should have sold them at the time. I do have a gemstone gun. This is my co-ops, by the way. I do have quite a bit of sell when we get a hype. One day. We're close to it. Look at that. Well, who puts one for all in one? 850. Look at that. We gonna get there. League, be my witness, bro. We gonna get there. We gonna get to a Hyperion eventually. Whether it's just base or we need to drop a few more mil on it, we gonna get one. And Implosion's gonna be right on it. Speaking of which, what are prices looking like for Implosion? Okay, they went down 70 mil. So in theory, 1.2, 1.3 bill, and we're gaming. That's how much we need. So we need about 800 to 900 mil just in our purse for whatever we need to get a Hyperion and be happy with it. So like I said, I think this is where I'm going to end the stream. Actually, I will quickly look at my current milestone real quick. Yes, because I do have quite a bit of visitors. We ain't go talk about it. But you can even see the stupid conversion. I have 197 netherwort farmed, right? But I'm barely 2 mil out of 15 mil for the Damn, next tier. I'm almost the same. I think it doesn't it max out at 40? Does it max out at 40? I'm pretty sure it does. Considering you have like double the collection, it probably does max out at 40, bro. But look at that. That's so dumb. Also, this does remind me of my skills because if you do see just the stupid comparison, you have 50, 24, 29, 14, 18, 38, and 17. I don't have a pretty looking alchemy. I'll be real with you. Taming is just up there because it's like that. And hopefully as I stream, my social goes up quite a bit. But for now, I think this is where I end stream, boys. Y'all have a great night. Lead, it was a great meeting and talking with you. You did keep the stream interesting. I do appreciate you being here. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to go ahead and head off. Good day to you.